record for us, that will be awesome. Sweet. At least my tablet is charged. All right, can you guys hear us? We have kids here, but can you guys, are we good? You can hear us? This is like the real deal, right? All right, so thanks for jumping on. We just wrapped up for those that was doing the invite training. Kimberly is here and Summer's here, and they're just kind of going to like dose us a little bit. So I'm excited that you guys are all on here. And then J-Rod. You guys know J-Rod? She's the social media expert, right? So we have like, we have like some really cool people to talk to and leaders on our team, and it's exciting, and I'm glad that we're all able here with our kids, right? So just something that I'm just going to say is I think it's so cool that, you know, the women that we meet or the men that we meet in this business not only become like your really good friends, you guys, but then like our kids are all playing together. That's really exciting, right? And none of them met each other before, kind of, have some summers, and it's not, you know what I mean? And they're all like getting along. We've had a great time. So, you know, when we always talk about it's bigger than that, right? It's bigger than our weight loss story, or it's bigger than our paycheck. Like, it's all about our family, and to see all of our kids be able to hang out and play together is, oh, good, we got some light. This is always my issue. This is always my issue, but you guys know that. Cool. Just got home from work. Well, thanks, Chrissy, for jumping on, coming home from work. We appreciate it. So anyway, you guys, making friendships is, I think, the most important thing for me that's happened in this business is just the people that I've met. All right, yeah, that's better. And yeah, thank you. And to see the growth in our friendships, to see like my husband he was on the call last night and today, and I'm not even home to like force him to do it. That's really, you guys, that's really exciting and powerful. So don't ever give up on your husband, on your friends, anybody, because you guys, they will jump on board, right? Like Ronnie was like, go ahead, have fun, do it, Kessa. And now it's like he's all in it. And that's really, I'm a belief maker, right? He believed it. And he's even shared it, you guys, like he wanted to see what, if this was serious, if it was just a hobby, or was this something that I really could do. And he just started seeing a lot of changes in our lives, in my life. And to hear him say that I'm inspiring him is pretty powerful, you guys. So don't ever give up on your spouse, and really take advantage of these team calls and going to events and digging into training and dig into your challenge groups. You know, don't just come into your challenge group and post your food log for that day. You know what I mean? That's not really real, right? Like, all right, great. So you ate good or you ate bad. That's not what it's about. You know, we're building relationships, and I've met so many amazing people in challenge groups, or people that have been in my challenge group that have referred me, which happened just a little while ago before we jumped on. Okay, you guys. So it's powerful to really dig in and, be a belief maker, right? Believe that we can change the world. We can change ourselves. We can change people. So just a couple quick shout outs. I'm excited that we're all getting ready to go to Summit. Those on my team and Kimberly's team, we're getting ready for Summit. The houses are booked, and we have surprises for you guys, and just so much fun stuff. So if you're still on the fence about Summit, I don't know why, right? Get off the fence. Get off the fence, you guys. There's room in houses. I mean, I offered, you know, people to sleep on the floor in my hotel the first year I went. I don't care. You guys have to, exactly, get there, you guys. Absolutely get there. If it's a money thing, figure it out. I've sold things to get to events, and it's totally important. Oh, is someone trying to talk? Was that my husband trying to talk? So anyway, that's important. But I want to shout, if I can go 8 months pregnant, so can you. Yeah. If Rebecca Bain can walk across stage with little Robert in her arms, like how old was he? 2 months old? I mean, he was super young. Like, you guys just have to believe that this business is legit. You have to believe that it's not going to fall in your lap. All right. I'm not saying going to Summit, you're going to be a Summer Tucker after it. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Summit, Summer Tucker. It's not going to happen, right? It's totally not going to happen, but it's going to get you this much closer, right? And then when you plug into calls like this, it's going to get you this much closer. And when you start surrounding yourself by the women that I'm surrounded by right now, it gets you that much closer. And the compound effect then creates, and boom, here we are, having a great time. So let's talk about inviting, all right?
You should do it.
Do it. Do it and do it. Just do it. Who was on the call last night saying, what do you do? Just do it, right? Who did the Art Williams? I know who jumped on. Liz jumped on, and Art Williams, just do it, you know? You guys, this stuff's not hard. I think what we do is we really overcomplicate it and we get scared. Do you guys see Summer's post yesterday? Like, she invited somebody and it was scary, but she just did it, right? Who cares? What's the worst thing they're going to say? They haven't responded. But guess what she did? She planted a seed. And that's all that we're doing is planting seeds. All right. So if you invite 17 people to Coaching at a Glance and they all go and none of them enroll, well, guess what? You just planted 17 seeds. Right? And then you can invite them again. Challenge groups. If you only have one person plug into a challenge group, guess what? You're a freaking leader. It's okay. It is okay, you guys. That means you only have to pour into one person, right? You can give them your all and pour into one person. Yep, that's the code. So inviting. I love Kimberly's style of inviting. I know Ronnie liked it. I know people on my team are like, oh, wow, I never thought about this. Jessica's been doing it, inviting. I think Jamie's doing it, inviting 30 people or whatever in the beginning of the month. And this is the second month that I've done her strategy, and I'm helping a lot of people. You know, Davey in my group that's ending this week, he's down 20 pounds, you guys. 20 pounds in 3 weeks. And it's changing his life. I'm helping change his life. He doesn't go to the movie theater anymore and eat popcorn and a Pepsi. He's drinking Shakeology with him and then taking frozen grapes with him. You know, if I never invited him, and here's the thing, listen to this. Because I know some of you guys are afraid, you want to let people into your challenge groups without Shakeology. And when I know Summer's like, heck no, you don't do. You do let people. All right, none of us do that. And here's the thing, you guys, it devalues the system, right? It totally devalues the system. Shakeology is so important. We all know that, do we not? Everyone knows Shakeology. Yeah. Everyone knows that Shakeology is super, super important, right? And when we let them in, it's not fair to the other people that had to pay to get in and pay that price, and it's an investment. But they're not going to get that great of results. Okay, they're not going to. So Davey wanted to get Shakeology from another girl. He lives in my town. He wanted to get Shakeology from another girl because she was going to give it him for a discount. And you guys, right? She's a coach. She was going to be like, I'll just hook you up with my coach discount. He said, but I want to coach with you. And I said, well, listen, I don't want to step on your toe or her toes. Okay, how about you talk to her about it first? You know, and then we can discuss. He's like, well, no, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was ready. Boom. He ordered Power 90. I didn't let him order P90X. Doesn't, you know, I could have. Oh, I'd have gotten a better commission. But why would you do that, right? Because he would not be down 20 pounds right now. He would not be feeling amazing at work. He's a bartender. He wouldn't be where he's at in just 3 short weeks. So Shakeology is so important, you guys, and you have to invite them. You have to stop being afraid to invite people. We're changing lives, you guys. We're giving them belief that it can be different. You know, we're supporting them and giving a support system that they don't have, right? I didn't have a good support system when I started. Did you guys? You did? I did not. Did you have a good support system? No, Ronnie wasn't on board. I mean, he didn't hate it or anything, but he was like, have fun. I'm not drinking Shakeology. I'm not working out. That's all you. So with the challenge, and that's where I've fallen in love, was challenge groups have kept me on board. So I remember when Summer first asked me, well, how many challenge groups are you running? And I'm like, I'm not. I didn't run challenge groups for the first probably year. And you're like, well, that's why your business sucks. That's not what she said. Because back then, I know Summer back then when she was really nice. I like the new Summer. I like someone yelling. She was super nice. I loved her. All right, but are you ready to give an example of Shakeology? Or here, let's let her jump in really quick.
No,
I get this question a lot, and you guys, I look good. This is 2 nights in a row, you guys. I'm sorry. This is just how I come. So here's the thing with Shakeology, you guys. Here's how I see it. It's not that you don't serve them still. It's not that you don't love them unconditionally. It's not that you don't support them. But you have to have another place for them. Because when I used to teach camp, the people that paid for 5 days, and there were people that paid for 3. There was never no way in my mind would I ever someone say to me, well, I can only afford 3 days, but can I come to the 5 days? Like, no one would ever say that. You would never own a gym at the Y, you know, and someone be like, but I have at the Y, can I get in instead? Like, there's no gym owner that would be like, sure, even if they're a Pearl. It's just not good business sense. You know what I mean? So you have to value yourself enough. No one is going to take you seriously if you're like, sure, go ahead and do that. Guess what? They're going to duplicate you. So if they ever join your team, guess what they're going to do? They're going to run challenge groups that make no money. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to get burnt out because all their effort isn't making them any money. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if they're not seeing an investment, like return, what's that, a ROI?
Return on investment.
Yeah, return on investment. People are going to fizzle out because it's time going in. They're supporting these people. We need to pass down our line that we love them. We have a system for them. We have them in a group, but they don't get all our time, or our coaches, our downline are going to burn themselves out, period, end of story. I've seen it happen. So you have a group for them over here, and you have another group for people that have really put all of it together. And now these people that are in the other group are like, all right, I'm ready. I'm getting great results. I'm ready to do Shakeology. Awesome. I have this other group, man, that is really going to serve you more meal plans, something that I'm really excited that you're taking that leap with me. If you don't, what do you have to offer? Does that make sense, you guys? From a business standpoint, someone would never come into a pizza shop and be like, well, I can only afford a small pizza, but can you a large? You guys, like, if you think of things from a business standpoint, it's when you go from hobbyist to career, that's one of the mindsets you start to value. It is a business. Business gets such a bad rap. Like, no, I don't want it to be all about money. That's not what it's about, you guys. It's a business that you're investing your time in. If you value your time, you value yourself as a person, you believe in yourself, you're not going to let people walk all over you and do whatever they want. Does that make sense?
For me, and I want to piggyback off of that, is Shakeology is the same thing. When I talk about Shakeology to people, like, for me, I didn't I needed to poop better, which has been happening lately. Yeah, we're good. So I think that's the same thing. It's just the money is just a bonus. Okay, I asked Ronnie. I didn't sign up to make money. I didn't even know. Summer said just do it, and I did it. I've always done that since the very beginning. All right, and she never gave up on me. That's why we never give up on our challengers. Okay, so listen, if you only have a handful of people and they're not on Shakeology, start a free like a general fitness. Like, I have one called Fit and Fab. All right, and it's a graduate. So when these people are finished, me and Jessica just started it. We got it from Melissa Shoemaker. She shared her 30-day guide, on the National Wake Up Call. But we then we'll just move these graduates. So then they're excited because they're graduates, right? Now we're moving them over. And guess what? The people that are graduates are still drinking Shakeology. Now they're in a group that people are just not ready to drink Shakeology, but they're starting to see, right? Yeah, my Fit and Fab group is a like general fitness, and you don't have to be on Shakeology. So if someone just got the 21-day fix, just put them in a regular group and like coach them through it. But there are people also in there drinking Shakeology, sharing Shakeology. I'll do a weekly Shakeology post. So it's talking about it, just like Uncle Carl does on all the DVDs, right? He takes care of it. He takes care of that for us. All right. So if you're afraid of it, it's too expensive, you are posturing yourself for that objection that it's too expensive. It's an investment into your health. It is a health investment. So we really weren't going to be going on a tangent about challenge groups, but I do think it's important because I know that I didn't run them for like my first year of coaching. All right. And I know there are people on our team that don't run challenge groups. And we have to, guys. You are giving yourself away and you are undervaluing yourself if you're just floating by and not running challenge groups. And we have documents, summer, everything with heart.com. Everything's in there. Every single tool. What did you say?
Submit.
Yeah. Password, why not me? 1, submit, not enter. Right? How many people, coaches come to you and be like, I can't get in. Submit, not enter. I still can't get in.
One time, I can't get in the website. Casey designed the website. I was like, Casey, did you hit return or enter and not submit? She's like, oh crap.
Yeah. Whatever the problem is. But so you guys, make sure you're inviting to challenge groups. This is the meat and potatoes, all right? This is what we do as coaches. That's how we give hope. That's how we change lives, through challenge groups. That's how we all have gotten to where we're at in our fitness journey, is because she's so cute, scary, thanks, little girl, Kelly. So, all right, I want Echo, I'm looking at Echo. I want Kimberly to enlighten us a little bit on inviting, and not, I mean, we've already done all those scripts. We have them, everything with heart.com. We have them in the group. And then if you guys have any questions from the invite training that you guys were in, post them up and we will read through them, and then Kimberly and Jessica and me or somewhere we can answer them. So I'm going to pass it over to Kimberly. Hey, y'all. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
girl.
I'm not used to this little thing. All right. Well, we got a lot of bonus people tonight, so I never got any real direction on what to talk about, so I'll just go for it. Let's talk about inviting. Well, Kessa said that a lot of you just finished the invite training, and if you haven't done the invite training, I think it's amazing. Mm-hmm. And I think there's the 4 main points of inviting are 1, inviting. 2, making your list inviting. 2, the responses you're going to have to be ready for. 3, the objections. And 4, the follow-up. So starting with inviting. If you don't have a list, and I tell this to a lot of my coaches that come to me maybe for help, like with inviting, and the first thing I want to see is do you have a list? Because it can't be like 5 people floating up in your head. You really need a master list. You have to sit down. So whether you're a new coach, or I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I still have to sit down and brain dump and make a list for the month. And a lot of times during the current month, so we're in the middle of June, like I'm already making my July list, or people that I start talking to. And one major thing that I talk about in the invite training is that most people on your list for the following month are going to come from the current month. So I do invite anywhere between 30 and 60 people a month, and the people that do say no are most likely going to be on my list for July. So that's already a good start on my list, and then I am still adding to it. And by brain dump, all of you are on Facebook. I know you're all on Facebook. And it's as easy as opening up your friends list, typing A and seeing all the A's, and scroll through the people you already talked to. You'll see you'll see the most popular people you talk to, so it's not alphabetical, it's the people you talk to. So if I open K, I'd see Kessa. I'm not going to invite Kessa, so I scroll down a little bit, and I start writing down 3 or 4 Ks, and then HIJK, LMNOP. And all of a sudden my list is done. Like, it's people that I never thought of, or I see someone and I'm like, oh my God, I've never invited his wife. It triggers other people to add to your list. So it's very important to have a list. It's very important to be inviting that amount of people every month. And on my list, you'll see it says Go for No. If you haven't read Go for No, it's a super quick, easy read. And my main takeaway from that was, instead of, say you're amazing, you're this amazing inviter, and you invite 5 people and they all say yes, and you have Success Club 10. The point of Go for No is you don't stop because you hit SC10. You still have, if you're going for 30 no's, then you have a lot more inviting to do. Like, you're going for no. Like, you're not stopping when you write 5 people. And the point of that is not to get 100 Success Club points. The point is to get the no's, because that fills your funnel. That pumps your well. So next month, all those no's start to turn into yeses, and it builds and it builds, and it Compounds, it's the Compound Effect, it's the Slight Edge, it's all those books that we've asked you to read a million times. So go read those. So that's the whole inviting. You have to have a list. You have to do that consistently month after month. And then the next is the responses and the objections, because if you are inviting 30 to 60 people, you better be ready to answer some questions and some objections. And I think that's almost, I know the invite is scary for people, because Kessa and I were talking about this today, about the what ifs that people start doing, like, what if they say no? And really, that's like the worst thing that people say, like, what if they say no? Because no one's been like, what if I die if I send this invite? Like, no one says that. So it's like, what if they say no? What if they think bad things about me? Like, okay, well, what if you change their life? What if you help them lose 20 pounds? What if you help them reclaim their marriage? What if you help them find God? Like, I mean, what if? Like, those are the things we need to be thinking about, not like, what if they say no? So what? What if they say no? Great, they'll be on my list for July. Awesome. Like, I mean, I have one spot filled for July. I'm excited. So that's how I feel about a no.
So look how excited she is about a no. Like, look how that's exciting, you guys. Don't let it be scary. That's exciting.
And jump in anytime. But okay, so I go for no. Really, I'm like, yes, that's awesome, because I've planted the seed. You're on my list. You didn't tell me to pound sand. That's what Matthew says. But whatever. Like, you didn't tell me to to walk off a short pier, or whatever. So, okay. So objections so responses, objections. The objections I go over in the training is, the best analogy is it's a speed bump. And I tell everyone, you know, if I'm driving in the car with the kids and I come upon a speed bump, I have never stopped the car and said, okay, we're going to have to get out of the car. We're walking, like, we're done. Like, we're here. The car's staying here. I'm going to call your father to pick us up. Like, I've never done that.
Yeah. Speed bump.
I've never done that. But that's what an objection is. Yet I see so many people do that. They're like, oh, she can't afford it. It's too much money. Done. End of conversation. Moving on. And I'm like, no. This is a speed bump. Like, you don't stop there. We're not going to go over the speed bump. We're going to talk about, like she just doesn't, or he doesn't see value in what you're offering. Like, you have not presented the value of the challenge group, of everything that Kessa was talking about, like why the challenge group is so important. I've even had people say to me, this just happened today with a coach on my team that sent me, and send them to your upline. She sent me a response from someone. I encourage that. If you're on my team, I encourage that. And I know anyone on here, you can go to your upline and ask for help. Don't think you have to figure it out yourself. So she sent me her response, and the girl said, like, I've actually been in a group before. Like, I've done a program before, and, like, I needed a break. And she said, what do I say to that? Could you say something? And so I told her, I said, well, I'm curious, like, why she needed a break. Like, what was the group like? Like, as a coach, ask her, like, I would appreciate the feedback so that I can better serve you, because that's what we're here to do, is serve you. So if she needed a break, why? And it might be she really needed a break, like, maybe she has family issues going on, maybe she has this going on, whatever. But they are distracting.
It's Ollie.
Ollie is distracting. So, okay, but we can help with responses for anything. Like, that's where building the relationship and getting into a conversation comes in. These objections are just, they don't believe in the process. They don't think it's simple. They don't think they can do it. It's all the money issues disappear when they realize, we just talked about this on Maxwell. Mm-hmm. When they realize that what you have to offer can change their life, there will no longer be an objection. So you need to get the point across with my story, Kessa's story, your stories, Jessica's stories, Summer's stories. We have thousands of stories for whatever the situation is. When you get your point across on their objection of why this will change their life, there will be no more objection. I promise you that. And if they say no, you can just move them to your list for the next month. So, and then the objection, and then follow-up. Okay, fortune's in the follow-up, folks. This is it. They're all on your list for the next month, and guess what? When they say no the next month, you're going to put them on the list for the next month. It's not annoying. You know what? It's only icky. I know so many of you are going to watch this and be like, it's annoying. They're going to block me. They're not going to want to be my friends. You know what's icky is if every July 1st, August 1st, September 1st, you send them this standardized invite. I'm having a challenge group on this day. Would you like to join me? Da, 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 da. Boring, boring, boring. I want 2 Success Club points. If that's what you're communicating to people, then yeah, you're not going to get anything, and you are icky, and they don't want to be your friend. If you are genuinely taking interest in these people throughout the month, you're connecting with them on Facebook, you're checking up with them when they're posting that, you know, their dog is having surgery, or that their daughter's having a birthday party, or I don't know what happened. Their daughter's having a birthday party, or they got new family pictures, or whatever it is. If you are staying actively involved in these people's life, and you should be, because you have a list, and you're going through the list, and those are the people that you need to put in an interest group, or you need to go directly to their page and comment on their stuff and talk to them and add value to their life, then it's not icky when you do have a next group coming up, because you probably left the last conversation by saying, I'll keep in touch. I know this month is not a good month for you. You know, like maybe next month will be better. And if it's a cost objection, maybe you can help them with budgeting. If it's a I'm going on vacation thing, they won't be going on vacation next month. If it's, you know, whatever the objection is, why don't you help them get what they want, and then you'll get what you want. If they need help with something to help pay for it, or to see better value in it, you now know what to do. You have to follow up. You have to. Continuously. There is probably not one single person on this call that's either my coach or any challenger that I've had that I've ever invited once and they said, oh yes, I'm all in, sign me up, I'm paying whatever it costs, like I'm doing it. It never happens. But I follow up. And the perfect example of what else happens, guys, is if you stay with this and you do not quit, you're not the one that quits, because we've been talking about this a lot, because Danny Johnson always says quitting is part of the process, just not for you. I promise you, there are coaches that quit, and they have been inviting challengers, and those challengers still need a place. You know how many times in the last 2 years people have come to me and say, well, I had a coach, but she quit. Mm-hmm. Can I be in your group? Can I sign up with you? Yep. Absolutely. Because you know what? I'm not going anywhere. And when I invite people, I make sure that's clear too, because they know, like, if they're not ready this month, it's okay you're not ready this month, because I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here next month and the month after. And if you're ready then, I'll be ready to take your hand. If you're ready next year, I'll still be here too. Like, they know you're not going anywhere. There's so much trust in that. And that's what consistency equals. Consistency equals trust. And that comes in the follow-up. Like, it's not annoying. It actually shows that you care. It actually shows that you're not going anywhere, you're consistent, and you care about them. Yeah. So those are the 4 main
I love it.
Points
love it.
of inviting.
I think, thank you, Kimberly. I can hear her talk all the time. I love it. Guys, it's so fun to sit right here with all these girls. Honestly, everyone has their coffee. That's really what we're drinking.
It really is
coffee, I promise. You know, but just sitting here and everyone just working and just we're sharing ideas and everything, you guys, and it's just really powerful, right? So invite, yes, but also have a belief, okay? You gotta, guys, you know my story, right? Like, come on, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Seriously. If my husband can sit and work in freaking 140-degree heat every single day on top of a roof, building houses or building whatever he's building, come home, then do Body Beast, and then still check in and start building his business, we don't have excuses, right? We don't have any excuses, and it is, how bad do we want it? Do we want it to fall in our lap, or are we willing to fight for it? I'm willing to fight for it, right? It's not ever going to fall in your lap. And that's people, if you're not doing challenge groups, you are, I guarantee, expecting this to fall out of the sky and onto your lap. And I can promise you, I did it for a year without challenge groups and nothing happened. Nothing was moving. I wasn't helping anybody, right? So I challenge you guys. This is what I challenge you guys. Is I challenge you, because this is what I'm trying to do, or I am doing, is find who is going to be your success story of 2015? Have you guys thought about that before? Like, who do you want to be, who can you help be successful, right? So Karen Underwood just sent me her picture today. She was 204 pounds when we started. She's 108 today. She's tiny, the happiest she's ever been. Now she's ready to commit to another level of eating more protein. She's a vegan or a vegetarian, so that's going to be tough for her, right? But she's committed, 52 years old, mother died, not in a great marriage. Okay, you guys, she did it because support from me, right? From whoever's in the challenge groups with us. So I challenge you guys. It doesn't matter. We're halfway through it, so we can still do it. Who's going to be your 2015 success story? Have you guys thought about that? Who can you help change their life? And it does not have to be just weight loss, okay? Who can you help pay their car payment every month, pay their mortgage, pay a babysitter so they can go out on a date every, you know what I'm saying? $200 for somebody a month extra could make a big difference, right? $2,000 can make a big difference. $10,000 can make a big difference, right? Right? It's possible. Summer wakes up and makes tons and tons of money. These two girls make a great amount of money, right? It's totally possible, but we all work. We all are inviting. We all plug into these calls. I see the same Jennifer Nelson's on these calls every single week. She's always on these calls. Thank you. I appreciate that. Echo's always on the calls. Carrie's always on the calls. You guys have to stay plugged in. This is a community, okay? It's like Girl Scouts. It's a sisterhood and a brotherhood, Ronnie, or a husbandhood, whatever you want to call it, right? But we're in this together, you guys, and we can change so many lives. And when we do it together, we touch so many more people, okay? So many more. Jessica, you want to share any enlightenment? You got any fun things to say? How about you say, hey, I rock.
Hey, you rock. Okay, let's say we're talking about invite.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things I used to do that was a big mistake is I would totally discount people. And now a lot of the coaches that are signing up on my team are people from high school. The people that I said, they're not going to have the money. They're not going to want to do that. Like, they're not going to care about this kind of stuff. Now I just invite like everyone and their mom and then their mom's friend because I just don't care. And guess what? All those people, they either want to join, they want to join later, or they send somebody. So don't forget that those people can be your referral sources too, but they can't refer people to you if they have no idea what you do.
Yeah.
So don't forget that with people, because if you're building that relationship with them, regardless, if they're like, you know what, this isn't for me. Joe's aunt thinks what we do is hilarious. Like, she's like, go ahead. I got my donuts. Like, I don't care. You know, her health is not in the best shape at all, but it doesn't matter to her. But guess what? She sent almost everyone from her office over to me because she's aware of what we do. So, you know, always remember that when you're building those relationships, that you don't know how that can come back around another time. I met someone online. She sent all her nieces to me. She's like, you're my niece's age. I think she'd love positive people. And those people wound up being future challengers. So just don't rule anyone out, you know, and don't think anyone's not interested because you're not in a position to make that call. Let it be their call, and all we're doing as coaches is putting it out there to them. And those that want to take our hand, we're going to encourage and walk with them, but we're not there to force it down people's throat. We're not there to hide from it. You know, it's just getting it out there, and then it's up to them. They can go either way they want, and you're going to support them at that.
Awesome. Thanks. Awesome. Loved it. That was awesome. And, you know, everyone matters, right? That's the theme for this year. Everyone matters. All right. So again, challenge. Who's going to be your success story for 2015? Something that Summer says she loves about me is that I'm always like, what am I going to learn? What's going to be the next thing? Like, oh my gosh. And it's like, I'm excited. Like, what am I going to learn this time? Or who am I going to help this time? And like Davey Daniels, he's not a coach or anything. He will be a coach one day. And another thing, I mean, 20 pounds in 3 weeks is absolutely incredible. Yes, it's a guy, and we're jealous of that, right, ladies? That sucks, jerks. But he's changed. So I'm like, dude, he's like, I'm telling you, 2015, it's going to be Davey Daniels. How amazing is that, you guys? But you have to plug in. And it's all about how I know we're going to get cut off, how you posture yourself when you're inviting, when you're following up, how you're handling those objections. You can't just be like Kimmy says, Kimmy. Okay, girl. I understand you can't afford it. Deuces. No. Oh, deuces. Go this way. Peace out.
Makes difference.
Oh, she knows the gangster lingo. I don't. Anyway, you guys just have to be plugging in and inviting and loving this community, right? Have a belief system. Whoever's in the John Maxwell, it's on here. You guys listen to that call. It's absolutely amazing. We're all on the same playing field. Summer is no higher than any of us. All right. I learned that in Danny Johnson. She took that freaking idolatry demon out of me, because I will put people on a pedestal. Ask my husband. I put